The question for you is, do you have a clear goal and vision as to what success will look like? Can you visualize what success will look like for you in your business life and in your personal life? And this doesn't just happen in the business side. Metallica are one of the most successful heavy metal bands ever. And they've kind of gone through, I suppose, a midlife crisis. I mean, the guys who are in that band now are in their late 40s, 50 kind of age group, but they're still really dynamic and powerful. And the last CD that Metallica produced, before they actually started producing their CD, they were working with a producer by the name of Rick Rubin, who some of you might have known. He's produced stuff for Neil Diamond and for some country artists as well, and for a lot of very, very famous people. But Rick Rubin put a vision to Metallica before they produced the last album. And he said to them, Metallica, I want you guys to think back about what you were like when you were in your early 20s and when you were hungry. And I want you to get that vision back into your brain of what it was like to be hungry, kind of struggling for money, and they bring the creativity that you had there back to the CD. As a result of that, they produced a CD called Death Magnetic, which kind of brought them back to their roots and got very, very good reviews from the music press and from their fans. So it isn't just business, it's in music and in so many other different areas as well, where people who have clear goals and clear vision can be successful. Now, I'm putting it to you. I'm going to actually ask you to write something down in a second. So if you get a piece of paper and a pen, I'm going to ask you to write something down. The question for you is, do you have a clear goal and a clear vision as to what success will look like? And that's a pretty difficult question to figure out. But I do believe it's powerful and will make a real difference to you. But there's another way that you probably, just from a micro level, can actually address this question. And the way to address this question is, I'd like you to write down this question. I'm asking you to write down the question now, not the answer at the moment. Write down, what do I want to be famous for? What do I want to be famous for? Now, the way I look at that is that if you can answer that question, you have a much better idea as to what you need to do to become famous for that. I mean, famous within the community that you work with, famous within the business environment that you work with, famous within NAMA, right? So the question is, what do I want to be famous for? And I'll give you just 1 minute to think about that. And basically what I'm looking for you here is that if in 2 years' time you are at a corporate event, you walk into the room and a couple of your business colleagues are there in the room and they've got a new business colleague with them. And your legacy business colleagues say to the new colleague, that person is famous for, or that person does X, Y, or Z. That's where I'm looking.